Oh, hi! So I'd like to talk about being a nerdfighter today. Now, I've been a nerd for as long as I can remember. When I was young, I used to watch all the Star Wars movies. I can still recite most of the words. I used to just geek out about a lot of stuff. In fact, when I was younger, I used to talk a lot about dinosaurs, and I used to have all of them and know all of their names, and would correct teachers and, in one case, an illustrator about how he'd drawn something wrong. Yeah, I've been quite nerdy for a long time. I was just looking through YouTube at like different videos and stuff. I was already like a fan of Tobuscus, and so I looked at more of his videos and then got deeper into YouTube, and I stumbled across the Vlogbrothers, and I loved it. I really liked their philosophy on things. I liked the way that they were serious, the way that they weren't serious. I then became a fan of them. I then started watching them. I subscribed. I took YouTube more seriously. Whereas I used to tune into TV shows, I'd now tune in to watch YouTube. Being a fan of the Vlogbrothers and identifying a lot with the whole thing of Nerdfighter area, I then became a Nerdfighter. I'm a white, middle-class male, geek, nerd, whatever thing, but I labelled myself a Nerdfighter because hell, I'm going to choose my labels if I can. It's something that I've taken to my heart, as I think most Nerdfighters have. But as brought up in the Ninebrassmonkeys video about, I think, why is Nerdfighter, it has become a thing where people are almost, I don't know, almost militant Nerdfighters. Almost militant Nerdfighters. They will happily tell someone that they're wrong for not liking something. This address of them being closed-minded, it hurt me. It actually hurt me. Like I thought, who is this man coming into my YouTube and telling me I'm wrong, telling me I'm closed-minded? Why I should just click off this page? But I then watched it and I listened to them, and it was very reasonable. I mean, they talk sense. Because I'm in this community, I can't see it from the outside. But that made me think of there's one story of meeting another nerd fighter in my school. I was in a performance recently of Hairspray. In a rehearsal, if someone said that they liked Alex Day, and I went, "Oh, cool. Do you listen to him a lot? Do you watch his videos?" And he went, "Yeah, I'm a big fan. I also watched John and Hank Green." And I went, "Oh, cool." And I noticed that this kid had been like kind of picked on a bit by other cast members. He was part of a chorus, and the chorus in our productions tend to be made up of younger kids. So the lower years before they get to like the main parts and stuff, they start off in the chorus. And so whenever they like picked on them and stuff, we often like shut them down and made the bullies look silly. The problem was that this kid, this poor kid, he didn't. Whenever he was being told to do something, he wouldn't do it. He would like kick people, just insult people. Even though, I mean, they had done something to him before, but they weren't doing anything to him at that point. In fact, the issue had often been sorted by this point. But he would still lash out. He'd keep being unreasonable. It made me think of him as not a nerd fighter. He wasn't being nice to other people that weren't doing him any wrong. He was just quite angry about everything. And I guess, you know, he was young. So it's quite hard to get your morals in place and everything like that. But I think that's the sort of nerd fighters that people see as the bad ones. And so I got annoyed with him in the end. There was only so much that I could deal with, and in the weeks leading up, I was stressing about exams as well, and stressing about this thing. I didn't snap at him or anything. I stopped caring. The thing was, I felt wrong. I felt this kid was my responsibility and that I'd failed him, and I felt like the bad person out of this. But was I right to feel bad, or was I wrong to feel bad? I mean, morally, I should still be fighting the good fight and doing all that stuff. But morals don't really play a part in this, do they? I mean, part of them do, but morals are also weighed up against how much you can fight. Being a nerd fighter to me is being unenthusiastically awesome to each other. And we don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to like the same things. We just have to have this common thing of being nice to everyone and making world suck go away. It's different for everyone, obviously. Obviously it's different. And it's probably a lot more complex and it'll have a lot more clauses in it, and you know, I mean, my view probably isn't even that simple. But if I'm wrong, I can just ask John and Hank on Sunday, because I'm gonna go and see them. gesturing massively about how cool this is. So yeah, that's me. See you.